Hi, wait, hold on. Hi, my name is Merlin, and I'm just gonna try to elaborate what I'm trying to study. Actually, I was trying to like explain something with this like whiteboard. You can see the behind of it, but the thing is, I wasn't able to learn something like really deep, or so I'm just gonna try to explain what I'm currently doing. So actually, I'm learning how CPU works, and I was like, why don't I implement CPU and those kind of thing into my front end code with the TypeScript? If you're a front engineer, you are, of course, you know that you cannot make even operating system because in using JavaScript is really hard because you cannot even make a bootloader using JavaScript because there is no some kind of the code that directly communicates with the physical memory address. So, but the thing is that why my question is why don't I implement the physical layer of the CPU inside the application level of it? So if you look at here, I implement like really basic of how memory looks like. Okay, you to make a memory, you have to understand how many number of chips you have, how many chips are like bits, how many addressing that I have, how many like location per chip I have. So that will eventually will make you have a buffer. So using this buffer, I can use read stuff. But if you really some kind of have some kind of knowledge of this how CPU and memory and communicate, you'll be like how to say it. You'll be like how, I forgot the word of it. Oh yeah, you're very skeptical that is not possible. Even making a read is not possible because if you look at the how fetch and fetch cycle inside CPU works, there should be some kind of the buses, which is a group of wires, but there's a purpose of it. There is an address bus and other bus. So what I'm here is I use the bus. I made like really like the bus thing, but not rely on the hardware level. I rely on the web API, which is called the. If you look at here, I rely on the here the dispatch event. So I actually the bus is just a group of wires. So it just it just it's just the highway that you want to send. But the thing is that there's no something else like exact state in this TypeScript or JavaScript. Of course, you have to rely on the some kind of React library that make it really like event state. It could be even I mean you can make it in this node server level, but we're into browser level, so there is no some such kind of event like really those kind of event thing. So, but the thing is that why don't I implement the real event handler in the front end level? So we mostly think that event handler is just like doing some kind of event in some using button or clicking or just swiping or those kind of things we call event, right? And we put event handler on the callback function. But rather than that, we trying to make our custom event that even though we do not click in any external button or those kind of thing, it will eventually make this event working if we use this kind of send or receive functions. If you look at here, so it is so that's the event. So I receive, so receive is like is dispatch event, and after that I read it. If data, it's just like read is false or true. If it is read and receive, address bus will receive this handler and you will get the address data, and it just will make it like value and it will send back to the data bus. So this is the memory part. So memory is just basically it receives control signal via control bus, and it receives the address value via address bus. It receives the data. It sends the data via data bus. But the thing is that here, the receive parts. So if you look at not here, the CPU parts. If you look at the CPU or CPU parts, and you eventually see how does it works. I send it here, so send it just subscribing to the some kind of event, and wait for event handling, and when it receives, it enqueues the prefetch queue. After it's enqueuing the prefetch queue, the EU, the execution unit will get this kind of value from the queue here, and we're just gonna decode the thing. So that is kind of making into real how CPU works, but I think this is not really really perfect. I think I have to implement more. So yeah, so this is it. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.